Dire team back.
G'day and welcome to Game 4. Yes, we're at a Game 4 between Polaris Esports and Talon. So in this grand final best of 5 series for the Southeast Asian TI11 qualifiers. That's a mouthful and a half. And Polaris actually get first pick this time and grab the Undying. So they ban out the Puck and the Faceless Void, exactly the same. Talon instead ban the Enigma and the Lena. So respecting that Lelouch Lena. And instead they grab the Marcy. So Marcy will switch sides this game. So we're going to see a bit of a change up in draft. Polaris, will we see a core Undying? I certainly hope so. I don't want to have to do another rant about the lackluster effect of a support Undying. We'll see how we go.
5 seconds remaining.
But yeah, the Lena respect ban. The Lena respect ban, the Puck respect ban. Yeah, this no longer... Best of 5s are great because they divulge into their own little meta. No longer is it like, yeah, we got to ban out DP, we got to ban out Chen. No, they're their own little microcosm. And, you know, it's like, no, against Polaris, get rid of Lena. Yeah, screw that hero. They're too strong with it. They're too good. And same with Polaris. They've just got rid of the Puck. They said, no, Makoto, your Puck's too good. We are not allowing you to play the Puck. Not in a million years. And the same has been done for the Lena now. So you start to see these signature heroes, these heroes that have been picked, you know, in 3 games so far, or 2 out of 3 games in the series. The respect bans start to come. And that's when we start getting a bit of a variance in what heroes are picked in the draft. So Marcy plus Queen of Pain now for Talon. So I think it's the first time we've seen the Quap in this grand final. Has been picked quite a lot up until this point. And with the Lena banned, Quap is quite a strong laner against most other mids. With the heal that the dagger gives, and even if you don't max out that dagger or just put the 2 points in the dagger, 2-1-2 build is normally pretty common. The 2 in dagger is enough to sort of push them back and keep yourself sustained as well. Polaris have to make a decision if this is core, where they want to go with the rest of their draft. I think they'll pick a like a 4-ish hero right now, or a 5-ish, one of their supports. Unless they're prioritizing a particular carry they want for this game, like they just grab Natsumi's hero right now. They just go Naga Siren off the bat, because they know that Naga is going to be banned second phase. Now that'd be bold, but it would be, you know, you get what you want. Naga's pretty good against Quap, got the net. Illusions are decent.
Radiant team back.
They go for the Ember, so they don't go for Natsumi's hero, but they do get Lelouch's hero straight away, valuing this Ember Spirit. So we're seeing early and earlier mid picks to ensure that they get a good matchup for what they want in lane. Now, Ember versus Quap, it's pretty sad in my experience. The Ember Spirit really does hurt a bit. It has changed recently, or when I say recently, in the last sort of 6 months or last couple of patches. But the Sleight of Fist spam, once they increase the damage back on Sleight of Fist, you can sort of max out the Sleight of Fist and almost trade with the Queen of Pain in terms of the harass war. The dagger is still really painful. You know, the dagger against any melee mid laner is going to be a pain.
Dire team back.
Second phase bans, Bat and the Pango come out, and actually Viper's banned from Talon this time. So they say no more Viper, no more Lena. These comfort hit picks are going away. You're going to have to go with something else. The Viper is banned.
5 seconds remaining.
The Force will be forced to go elsewhere. It could be a core Undying. We don't know it yet. Be banning Force heroes when the Undying is just sitting right there. And now that they banned the Viper, they might think about, hey, do we want to run this as a core Undying? Chen is actually banned. Morphling taken as well. Naga is still in the pool. I think the Naga from Natsumi is even more deadly than the PL. And there's one ban left. Gotta be careful if they don't ban this Naga, it could just be picked on them. And Naga plus Ember is a nice combination.
5 seconds remaining.
Quite a lot of mobility, and with the root lockdown, sort of sustaining, you can lock down someone quite a lot with the roots. And once you get the Ags on Naga, the BKBs just don't matter at all. Spending a lot of time here. It's the Beastmaster they remove. They're really banning off the offlane, and they have a pick here, Talon. 23 Savage. If they want to claim a carry hero here that Polaris might want to snag themselves. I don't think it's likely, but the Disruptor. Okay, so they have one of the better support heroes in the patch right now with the Disruptor. And decent against Ember in the catchback. There is a way, you can dodge it, I believe, with the Remnant. It's easy to do on Storm Spirit, but you can still do it on the Ember Spirit.
5 seconds remaining.
Thinking where they're going to go next with this draft. They're going to reveal whether this is a core Undying or not with how they pick in the next two picks here. They have 2 in a row, Polaris, so this is the strongest point in the draft. When you pick first, you get first pick and then they get 2 to return, but then you get the 2 to return in the second phase, which is really quite strong. So they're using this time to consider both picks that they're going to have, not just the one. Yeah, so it's the Omni Knight and the Luna. Okay, so timing pushes coming in. This makes me think maybe Core Undying, if you're running a Luna, you want to have that early game potential.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
You can feel the tension in this draft, actually. You know, the hesitancy over the picks. The picks have been quite fast in previous drafts, and they're just... Talon are feeling the pressure. They're down 2-1. This is the draft that needs to get them home. It's the boat that needs to take them there. The issue with Disruptor is if he gets behind, he doesn't feel very good, and against a Luna draft, they're going to be coming at you. They're going to be coming at you fast. You have a Luna protected by an Omni Knight, Ember Spirit sort of making a bit of space in the fight. Question is this a support Undying? Slark. Okay. Slark's pretty good. It's good in this lineup. But the question I have is, can Slark come online fast enough to deal with this Luna push? This 30-minute timing. Ember Spirit wants to make a mockery of Talon early game to allow Luna to farm unimpeded. You know, Luna is not a super late game carry. This is a hero that wants to play around a certain timing, wants to hit buildings at 30 minutes and win the game. Ban Shadow Demon, so the save coming out. Visage, excellent ban there from Talon. Visage is the clear pick here for Polaris Esports. So if that one had slipped through, then that would have been pretty disastrous to have that 3 Visage along with the Luna. They don't have Marcy though to amp up the damage on that carry. I just wonder if make this Core Undying and maybe grab yourself an Ogre. We haven't really seen it, but not great against Slark is the problem there though. Rubik last ban. So they have identified that this is a core Marcy. Or at least that's what they're thinking. I think they're just playing it careful. I think this is core Marcy. Well, fair enough. AP does play the core Marcy. Just be a support last pick tier from Talon if that is the case. Talon want to ban another hero that's very timing based. Good at hitting buildings, or at least supporting the building hitting. Can't be a carry hero, you know. but someone with auras. Beastmaster's already taken out. Chen's gone. Enchantress is still in the pool, but yeah, Venge has got the auras. Yeah, fair enough. Venge plus Luna, push strat would be pretty strong. They're just shoring up bans at the moment, Talon. They don't quite know what's coming in this last pick, but they know that they don't want to Visage and Avenge, whatever the case.
Dire team pick.
Keeper of the
Okay.
night.
So, is this a core? It's a core Undying with the Keeper. Oh, here's the strat. Here's the strat. It's the Force Core Undying with the Chakra Magic in lane.
10 seconds
This Undying
remaining.
is going to be large. The decays will never
5
end.
seconds remaining.
From now to forevermore, the Undying will be decaying, and Slark is not going to play well against that in lane. Invoker last pick.
Choose your hero.
Invoker last pick. Okay, so Makoto Invoker. Q is playing the 4 Quap. We're seeing the return of the 4 Quap. Hides on the 5 Disruptor, and it's the 3 Marcy. So, you know what? Polaris Esports were right. It was a KP Marcy. They just were wrong about what hero was mid. They were banning supports when they should have been banning mid heroes. So, okay. Omni Knight's still pretty good against the Invoker. Can help his heroes sustain through that. Invoker and Slark seem a bit greedy in terms of this early game. Particularly when there's going to be an amped up Undying just running at you with this Keeper of the Light Chakra Magic behind. Certainly feels like the Disruptor Glimpse is going to be used a little more defensively than aggressively. And the 4 Queen of Pain, although it's good in lane, it does take a while to scale up. You don't get the levels as quickly, so the blink cooldown is lower, or higher rather, so you can die easily. And you want to get the dagger for the lane, but then you don't have any points in the screen for burst or farming. So I'm interested to see how Talon run this 4 Quap. I think I'm favoring the draft of Polaris here. I think with this Coddle Undying combo, we saw it the other day against T1. It's very strong. Does just ensure the early game for this Undying.
They're trying to kill me!
Prepare for battle.
Okay, so teams moving out under the cover of smoke. That's Sumi with a ward. Good movement speed to begin with, 373. We'll dump it down. Needs to run away before the smoke expires. And Hyde wants to secure a ward on this top lane. Does Force actually see him? I think he does. They're gonna know there's a ward around. Yeah, that could be an easy D ward there. If they guess the right spot. He doesn't have a sentry on him, Force, but I know there's a lane ward up there somewhere potentially. Xavius has a sentry. With the headdress starting to keep the sustain going. Chakra Magic, once he gets level 2, gonna be coming out. So decays will be level 1, get Chakra Magic level 2, and just continue those decays. And they do get a nice little team effort there to get the ward, and scouted that one out. They'll know, yeah, they ping it out. They know there's one up here on the high ground. So you get the ward, but you know, the counter ward will come out.
The battle begins.
So in terms of runes, actually, Polaris take 2, so do Talon. So it's an even trade to begin with. And we head to our lanes. Mid lane, Lelouch on the Ember Spirit. We're going against Makoto's Invoker. In the safe lane, Natsumi on the Luna. Be laning with the EU Omni Knight. And they'll be against the 4 Quap and the 3 Marcy of KP. In the top lane, Force on the core Undying, supported by the Keeper of the Light, Xavius. And they're going to be against 23 Savage Slark and Hyde on the Disruptor. Already getting about harass damage with this Thunderstrike. And look at this, already 23 Savage feeling the pain of this Undying. He's just standing on the lane, just denying it. Just look at the denies already. 2 denies from the Undying. He's got the base damage increase. It's hard for him to fight into it. And bottom lane, they just take off the dagger. Oh, he hasn't even gone the dagger. He's gone Screen of Pain. So with that Heavenly Grace, the dagger will not really have much of an impact. And I'm just trying to zone out Xavius before he gets level 2, and the decays become a little bit too strict for this. Force is just zoning him back. You get level 2, keep soaking the XP. Got so much damage, 84 damage, and the Horse Cannon hits the Illuminate. 23 Savage is under threat in this top lane. Bottom lane. Natsumi. It's taking a bit of damage. To the level 1 Lunar Blessing, not yet anything in the Lucent Beam to help harass back KP and Q. This is a strong lane. Hasn't gone for the dispose though, went for the sidekick. Interesting. When it's such a strong timing to have the rebound into dispose. Makoto, mid lane, is 8-2 against the 11-1 of Lelouch. No bottle coming out for the Invoker, but bottle is here for Ember, and Water Runes are up. You have level 2, Chakra Magic is here. So they even look at the denies. They're getting so many denies on this Undying. It's 10-8. Slark is 4-2. 23 Savage is just being mauled in this top lane. This is what you want out of core Undying. Gonna maul. Look, he wants to deny. Thought about it. He gives him a last hit. He gives him a last hit. Smacks on him another decay. He's down to 440 health. 12, losing 12 strength at the moment. Where's the Chakra Magic? It's in 5 seconds. What's level 1? How much is it? Mana Restore is 80. And that Chakra. Got the Soul Ring up as well. Tombstone is plopped on the ground, being hit by the tower. The zombies, they might be building up on Hyde. And there is one on him at the moment. And Hyde actually gets the first blood there. Over onto Xavier's in the trees, I guess. Get the Thunderstrike plus the glimpse damage. He's going to come out with full resources though. Might even bring some more for force on this Undying. Given the old Chakra. We'll want to get the level 2 Chakra as soon as possible. Illuminate will come out and collect on nobody. They Delta split either way. Bottom lane. Natsumi now level 3, 2 in the Lucent Beam. Actually leveling it up, wanting to have a little bit more magic damage in this lane to deal with the Quap. And this Marcy. Mid lane, still farm on farm, 22-3 to 17-2, but 12-3 now for Slark. He's managed to catch up. He's still nowhere near the Undying, 18-10, but 17-2 on the Luna, so it's not too bad. He's the bottom of the last hits for the cause, but it's not as bad as it once was when it was 4-2. And now it's the level, just level 1 Chakra Magic still. We might level up the Chakra, get a little bit more mana. It's a big increase from 80 to 160, doubling it up. EU, and a body block for Natsumi here to see if he can get the few last hits. That's been blocked up, no camp here. Q has 11 magic wand charges, so stacking those up will have him for a fight if a trade comes. Two in sidekick and none in dispose yet. Actually, top lane trying to get Xavius. The damage from the glimpse is there. Tombstone is dropped. Force, he has another one. The Ks are coming. He's actually going to go back on a 23 Savage. Can't really fight around this Tombstone. So Force will just farm the creeps and not really be that interested in going after the heroes. Coddle does die. Unusually, Coddle's got good movement speed, 320. Just hasn't been able to sustain so much in this lane. Went for the level 2 Chakra. Bottom lane, in with the rebound. Dispose back, but the Heavenly Grace is on top, and they're actually just EU's hitting. Natsumi's running, but EU's dealing the damage actually out onto KP. The Lunar Blessing and the bonus strength from the Heavenly Grace. This Omnia actually hits pretty hard. Of course. Running around behind this pre-line in the top lane. Just applying maximum pressure to 23 Savage. Just another decay. Anytime he comes up and with the Chakra, it's ready again. You can't come to the lane. It's too much. Bottom lane, EU does get thrown back with the dispose. Rebound stun connects, but he'll be fine. Natsumi. They might need to send some more regen to this bottom lane. I think they could commit and kill one of these two if they threw everything at him. Mid lane has been relatively quiet. Level 6 on both. We don't have any Sunstrike levels available yet. Hasn't even gone for the Flame Guard because he knows it can be dispelled by Tornado. So no point in getting it. Is that a haste rune? It's a haste rune for Q. Top lane. Yeah. I've been hanging out here in the top lane a lot, knowing that this is where the action would be. But I left for a moment to see how the other lanes were going, and the Slark does go down. Force with the level 3 decay. Throws it out on Hyde now. Cooldown reduction with the Chakra Magic. It's pretty insane.
Dire's top tower
It's just chasing him. He's got a tombstone. Slark's coming in. I mean, let him come, I think he says. Yeah, decay's more. Decay's for days. Illuminate comes through, but now Hyde's on the back lane. Wants to try and get on to Xavius. He knows that that's the one. Catapult's hitting. They can keep this catapult alive and just keep 23 Savage back. I mean, look at the cooldown on this decay. It's just ready and ready again with the Chakra Magic. Invoker's coming top. I'm not sure they want to fight into this. Very strong. Huge glimpse back to the MP. He's going to lose his mana. He needs a little bit of Chakra Magic. He needs to heal. Gets the decay off, but it's enough with Makoto there. But now the Louch turns up. He gets the slight. Level 4. Runs in. Orb of Corrosion is online. Tower, it's almost dead though. There's another slight. Makoto is chasing him. There's another slight. Cooldown reduction. And Omniknight's here with the Heavenly Grace. I mean, it's just a brawl in the top lane. Here comes Q with the dagger. He'll have another slight momentarily, but remneying away. Tower is denied. Glimpse back onto EU as a purification, but there's the root. Damage. Q is saved from by the tornado of Makoto and walks away off to the side. Lots of heroes on low mana and low health, and at the end of the day, not many actually went down. Just the Undying and the Disruptor. Of course, we'll be disappointed that he did die in that situation. I think if he had the level 4 decay with the reduced cooldown, maybe even the ulti, he doesn't get caught out there. But it was the EMP leveled up. He just ran out of mana. It's 4 points in the Wex at the moment, so 250 mana burned and 60% of that as damage. So that was quite a lot of burst there from the tornado and the EMP. AP is level 6, working towards the BKB already. That's the phase boots, Ogre Axe. Actually second on net worth. It's just Force who's above him, so certainly disappointed that this top net worth hero did get taken down. He didn't have the support there to help him. Hyde, level 2 Glimpse, level 2 Thunderstrike. None in the kinetic field just yet. An interesting one. 3 Savage. Careful. Has a Falcon Blade. Oh, he's around. Might see him. Is there any help coming for Force? Drop down the Tombstone and the ulti. He gets the decay off. Who's he trying to hit into? The Tombstone's gone. He didn't heal it fast enough or didn't have enough himself. Has a stick and a decay. Will use it. But now Makoto's here as well on the Invoker, and this Force Undying will go down again. They need to give this guy some help in the top lane. I mean, there's 4 heroes of Talon up here. They're committing a lot for it, but I think if you fight around this Undying, you just can't really die. Like, even if Keeper of the Light was there with the Chakra Magic, cooldown reduction, get another decay off, you know, double decay, and might be able to sustain through and deal enough damage. He's now dropped down. He's now 3.8k. No, he's 3.8k here. Yeah, he's in 4th. He was 1st, now 4th. And 23 Savage is higher level. He does just keep zoning him. Malau goes in. Does have the double Sleight of Fist. Oh, it's dirty. Hughes here with the dagger. Cyclone through with the MP on top. Xavius will be going down to the MP burst. No more double slights for the time being. And running forward, there's the Unleash. KP, he's on to the Paladin. The Omni Knight will go down. Mid lane, sort of committed. There's a DD on Makoto. And does have another Sleight of Fist. It does get it off, but it's not enough. Not enough damage with the quads just healing up Makoto. Gets away with it. That's 3 deaths on the side of Polaris. 1 for Talon, and that's a good trade. 7-3 now in the favor of Talon. 1k net worth lead going their way. And Force is now feeling a little bit scared in this top lane. He can't just do whatever he wants to do. Died a couple of times. Will keep decaying 23 Savage, but now it's from the tree line, not just walking straight in. He knows he's in danger. Hyde has the Magnetic Field plus Static Storm, and he's looking for him. It could send him back. TP comes out from the Omni Knight. It's another decay. But won't commit. This time they rotate to help Force, and 2 supports come up. They know, even with the 2 supports, he's very, very strong. He just needs a little bit of help to keep making space on the map against Talon, and he'll be just fine. But if they leave him alone, he can die pretty pathetically in the end, like we've seen on a couple of occasions. He tries to get the decays off, but it's just not enough. KP has the Mithril Hammer, almost the BKB actually on this Core Marcy. So we have a Core Marcy up against a Core Undying, and the Marcy's starting to scale a little bit better. Makoto and Hyde under the cover of smoke. We'll just cut back towards mid. There is a haste rune here. Level 7 on Xavius. Hasn't actually put the point in the spirit form just yet, and he might regret it. He's been Cyclone, Tornado. There's a Static Storm on top as well, and that'll be a little bit too much damage for him to hope to live through. And I mean, it is the 4 that takes the hit.
A gift from the tempest of plains.
Ooh, Undying. Force dies again. Top 23 Savage with the combination of the Alacrity. Oh, it's not looking good for this Undying now. Core position. Had a good start. Had the help in lane, but then they just sort of abandoned him and hasn't been able to follow through. The Louch will have to start picking up the slack, and they're falling behind as a Luna lineup is not good. AP close to BKB. Huge timing. Hyde just going straight Aghanim Scepter. Straight Aghanim Scepter, not mucking around at all. He knows he wants to mute BKBs, mute items this game. And if he can do that, this Luna timing will just not really come online. Luna has a Blade of Alacrity. No item coming out. Is that a Yasha? Maybe the Dragon Lance. So Dragon Lance and then into BKB. They want to try and push. They need to take some towers. Q has the 4 in Dagger and the Sonic Wave. Pure damage, 310. Coming out from a support. They're off to the side. Tombstone is popped, but now they're here with the Undying. They can fight around Force. They might still have a decent timing with this Undying. No BKB yet, though. You should have had it by this point. The tower will look like to go down, and they won't be too concerned by the tier 1 dropping. It will allow that to happen. Lelouch gets the regen rune. TP's to bottom. We'll keep farming up. There'll be a couple of waves here for him to clean up. KP has the BKB coming out, so no fear for him in the next fight. He can jump in, BKB unleash, and there's nothing that can really stop him. Makoto has the Witchblade going in for BKB afterwards. Earn as well on top to get the procs with the Cold Snap, so very good combo there. Doubt he'll commit in for the full Spirit Vessel. Earn is enough to get what you want with the stun with the Cold Snap. Smoking around the back. They're going to find a U. Really the worst target for him to find. They see him. He'll pop down. A little bit of a purification. Save himself a little bit longer, but won't be enough. Unleash not even used there. Not necessary. 3v1 gank, and it's the pos 5. It's the one you'd want to take the gank. They're pinging it out. They know he's somewhere in here. He's running. The rebound, it comes through to the set of trees, but no one is there. Even the Cyclone scouting out. Trying to find this Keeper of the Light. Can hold the wave for quite a long time. Level 3 in Illuminate. Want to take a fight here. They're coming in. Force has level 3 Tombstone. They want to make him punish for this. Drop him out. Stun comes through. Glimpse goes back, and they catch the Undying, and he's just going to die. He won't get anything off. Sonic Wave. KP commits on him. to get the kill. Youth, I think, will actually die to the Cyclone as well. The 2 dead on the side of Polaris, just straight off the bat. This Disruptor with the Static Storm dealing so much, and just means you can't get the Tombstone, can't get the ulti off, and Undying not being able to cast spells is bad news bears. Close to BKB, but you know what? BKB.
Radiant's top tower is under
Disruptor's only 3k gold away from the Aghanim Scepter. He's rushed it. Tranquils, Magic Stick into Scepter. He knows the importance, and that will shut down this core Undying completely if that Static Storm gets off on him. Oh, how the tables have turned, Force. There was once upon a time when you were bullying 23 Savage in lane. Not anymore. Not anymore, sir. You tentatively walk up, cast a Decay, and hide into the trees. Natsumi, BKB working on it as well next. And level 2 Eclipse. Although, it's better to get the more points in the Lucent Beam than the level 2. Maybe level 2 is better than the additional point in Lucent Beam. I haven't done all the maths on it, but it's a much longer duration, so maybe it's not too bad. The Louch close to BKB as well, so Polaris are looking for a BKB timing to try and come back into this game. They'll have BKB on 3 cores, and they want to be able to fight behind that. That will be their big moment, whether they can come out on top in that fight. The initial 5k net worth lead won't really mean a whole lot if they can get a good fight with their BKB reveals. And honestly, I think they want to do all 3 together. You know, the Natsumi plus the Louch plus the Force BKBs all in the same play. 23 Savage is hunting. Force will make it out. No Aghanim Scepter yet on Savage to be jumping around trying to get those catches. He is queued up. He has the point booster already. And I think it's that's the Ring of the Killer. Yeah, I did say I thought he'd have a Blade of Alacrity on there because otherwise, where is it queued up here? Polaris would just love to get a kill. Any catch at the moment would be good for them. Q level 10 now. This support Quap is going straight for a Lotus Orb. Wants to be able to protect Slark or protect the Invoker in these fights. Mid lane. Might be breaking out. They pop BKB on Force. Go straight in with the Tombstone. There is the detection. They need to chase him down though. He's running away a little too quickly. Hyde will get caught. Makoto's up onto the high ground. No level yet in the Solar Blind, but look who's here. It's 23 Savage. They're away from the Tombstone, and they need to probably turn around, but might want to keep fighting with Force. 16 stacks of strength. Guardian Angel used. They will back up, and Tombstone will expire in this mid lane. Actually, they've gone back in. The fight's still on. Marcy being slight chained. Mango's being pop stunned. Actually catches on Natsumi. They chuck him back in, and he's instantly destroyed with the Sonic Wave. No BKB yet on him. The Louch taken out by the Sunstrike, and back the top lane. They're retreating up into the high ground from Talon. 8k net worth lead now to their side, and they're just taking these fights expertly. That was the BKB on Undying, but as I said, I think they should have debuted them all at the same time. Try to avoid taking a fight until you had BKB on the Ember and the Luna all at once, because now you've just given more of a lead over to Talon. Like, yeah, you felt like this BKB on the Undying was a huge turning point. It was, but you got to wait for the rest of your team's items. Can't just jump in. You know, the Ember just got picked off. Same with Luna. And Disruptor, he's 2k gold away from the Aghanim Scepter on the Static Storm. The Mute will be coming sooner rather than later. Meanwhile, the Omni Knight, 1.5k net worth, is 2k behind this Disruptor and is just feeling very, very poor right now. Has some infused raindrops, tranquils, and a magic stick. Certainly not going to be enough to make too much of an impact in a fight. There is a ward here, just outside of range. Mid lane, Makoto trying to catch with the Cyclone. Just grab the creeps. Roche, there's a DD outside the pit. Look who's grabbed it. KP, he's huge with the alacrity. Oh, Roshan. You didn't know Marcy had come to town. He strolled into the bar, kicked over a stool and demanded a drink. KP has introduced himself to the Roshan. And 23 Savage will walk in, collect the Aegis, and thank his wingman KP for doing the work. Oh, he knows Makoto's around. The ping's out. Ghost walk on the creeps. Still no BKB. 100 gold short. Needs to find a way to get that 200 gold. The Louch has it ready.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But now it's 10k lead. You know, they didn't avoid that fight for just a little bit longer, and they got forced back even faster. Davius will grab himself an obs ward on that top lane. I have a feeling there was one around for one reason or another, so poked his little head up there on the coddle and get down. So we have a pause. What is the issue? Ben Q says. Ben Q.
They're trying to kill me!
They're trying to kill me. Hyde says they're trying to kill me. That's the issue. Fair enough. I mean, there are rules. Even for grand finals, there are rules. You have to justify why you're pausing. Not just take attack pause. I have to say though, the Discord of these professional players seems to muck up a lot more than mine ever does. Just a casual observation. Not saying anything. Not trying to accuse anyone of anything. I'm just saying that as an observation, as an independent observer, their Discord mics seem to have issues quite a lot. Personally, I've never had an issue with our Discord mic. So yeah. Just making an observation. Atsumi will grab the Ancients, and this will be enough for the BKB. So with these going down, grabs the neutral item as well, the Vambrace and the Specialist Array. Actually, we put the Specialist Array on. It keeps the Ring of Aquila, and that's the BKB coming out. So now, Polaris probably giving Talon a little bit more space than they deserve. Have now 3 BKBs online and could potentially look to take a fight, but now there's the Aegis on Slark. For another 3 minutes 40. The timing is not there. It's disappeared. No longer do they have that moment where they can all pop BKBs and man up in the fights and try to get the work done, because 23 Savage has no fear. Has the Aghanim Scepter pounce. And he'll be looking to find a catch. And the last thing you want to do in this situation is use your BKB defensively. You want to use that fresh 9-second BKB in aggressive fight. Luna is on the other side of the map. She's TPing in. Louch leading the way. In fact, 23 Savage, he just jumped straight in the middle of the fight. He's leashing forward. Tombstone up on the high ground. It's a good one. Guardian Angel on the whole team. BKB on the Louch. He's trying to get onto Hyde in the background. They will get the catch and the fight. They're looking for more. Going to the north. Makoto is invisible, but the fight's still on. 23 Savage jumping back in, just trying to poke. Atsumi didn't use the BKB. I'm not sure Unforced did either. Yeah, so BKB is still online. The Tombstone on the high ground expiring. They do have to back away. And Static Storm was used, along with the Tombstone. But other than that, Guardian Angel is probably the other big one. No more Spirit Form. Remarkably, they take a fight there, they get a kill, and they actually go down another K in net worth Polaris. So they're just getting so out-farmed around that. Bottom lane, Force is just forced to TP away back to base. He just makes it. The Sunstrike in the base, it misses. 23 Savage, 2 minutes left on this Aegis. He's just bullying. Louch does run away with the Heavenly Grace. Dagger comes through, actually catches Xavius with a glimpse. He's on the low ground, and Natsumi trying to deal a little bit of damage. Those bounces coming out, but it won't be enough. BKB still being held. Louches has ready for another round. 8 seconds. They're not really farming right now on the side of Polaris. They're just trying to hold, and for that reason, 13k now lead on Talon. They're just getting further and further ahead as they farm the map, but in around the jungle around this tier 2, and Polaris are just stuck in the base. They can't get out. They can't farm. They have to take a fight if they want to get out. And Undying will have Flesh Golem, Tombstone once again. Guardian Angel won't be ready for a while, but 23 Savage is on the hunt. Aegis in a minute. And the Grace will keep Natsumi reasonably healthy. Depth Shroud was used. Now he has the Shadow Dance. If he wants to commit even further, he does. 4 staff away. Davius does save his carry there. The Lotus Orb coming out from the Quap on top of 23 Savage, and he'll just heal back up. Be perfectly fine again. 43 seconds on the Aegis. He keeps dipping in and out. He's got 21 stacks. 19, it's dipping down again. Got some of those Essence Shift stacks available. Wants to try and keep dipping in and out to keep them up and active. 2-man smoke. Well, it's really a 1-man smoke. Natsumi's heading to this top lane. He wants to have some farm. He's going to run into Makoto here. Gotta be careful. Gonna duck himself out in this lane. Oh, and Natsumi says, "Oh, that was a close one. That was a close one." Bottom lane. The Louch is just pushing the lane. He has a remnant, I presume, in base. There is silence? No, there isn't. So, it'll be perfectly fine. There's no bash. There is a nullifier. Stun comes out. Do they have enough damage with the Sonic Wave and the toss back? But he's away. Just enough. Oh, Sunstrike. Oh, it was in the base. He wasn't quite there yet.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Natsumi's on this top lane again, trying to get the gold together for this Hurricane Pipe. He's quite a way off. There's a ward scouting out if he steps forward a little too far, and the collapse would come across really quickly. Except 23 Savage is here already. Skadi being worked on. Looking for the catch. Level 18, Shadow Dance, the additional 0.25 a second, but most movement speed and health regen, really the important part there, and the cooldown. Force working towards the Halberd. Wants to be able to stop this Slark from hitting, or the Marcy even, one of the two. Anyone being Halberd would be a benefit to the side of Polaris at the moment. Hyde, so close. It's 280 gold away. He's got a Philly Stone. This guy knows how to get Philly Stones. I feel like every game Hyde has had a Philly Stone. Maybe every game he's won, he's had a Philly Stone. He knows how to catch him. The Louch, Natsumi, they're trying to take back their triangle, but 23 Savage says, no, I don't think so. I'm not just going to give it up easily. There's some stacks here that I want to clear on the way out, and he will do. Not going to stop him. Blast Rig dropping. Lord Luna. Mindbreaker being picked up by Slark. Blast Rig, maybe even the item for the Undying, yeah. That hair trigger. Be good for him. Yeah, that 23 Savage, he just goes forward fearlessly. He wards that high ground. I mean, their whole team was sitting around there, but they just couldn't do anything against this Slark. Natsumi has the Hurricane Pike. He's brought out for it, and he's going straight in for the Butterfly. He needs another big item. Don't know if you'll ever get the chance to complete it. There is no MKB yet on any of the heroes of Talon. And here it is. Oh, dear. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. We got an Aghanim Scepter on Hyde. No more BKBs if you're caught inside that, and it might just catch them by surprise. Getting vision down. 6 seconds of basically Doom. Silenced and muted. It's an AoE Doom. Jumping in. Savage is looking for the fight. They drop down the Tombstone. And that's really enough. Talon will say, we forced out the Tombstone. We can back after that. Not too much of a concern. Half duration. Makoto working on a Hex. That will make a huge difference to be able to just get the immediate Hex out of Ghost Walk potentially on the Ember and just burst him down with the Meteor damage. He's getting close to level 20, that 8% Meteor damage. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that just happened. He can rebound on the Slark while he's jumping and then get even further away. Is there any way to cancel? No, not at the moment. Slark Pounce a little out of range. However, oh, I thought they'd found a bigger target. In the meantime, Disruptor does go down. He dropped the stake. Storm on bottom lane, but will die. Luna very lucky to get away. Even just the Cold Snap plus Urn. Look at the damage it does. That's half HP on Natsumi. Just from a Cold Snap and an Urn charge. I mean, the Urns are now out. No more Urn charges. Need to get a couple more kills to get some more Urn charges. But man, the damage that does. Is that a maxed out Quaz? No, it's not a maxed out Quaz. KP didn't go for Basher this game. Went for the Nullifier. Interesting build. It gives a lot more damage. Damage armor, health regen is not a bad item for the Marcy, but certainly the Basher has really become synonymous with this Marcy. You get the Basher, you get the Abyssal, and they can't really fight against you. You need to get out on the map once again. Polaris, they're actually delaying a little bit longer to get some items. However, that's not really a good thing. Because Natsumi playing the Luna as Ember goes down the top lane. They have I mean, just the leash, I guess. You catch him with the leash and it's enough. Yeah, just a leash, no silence. Does just go down. Natsumi on the Luna, he doesn't really, he wants to be winning the game at 30 minutes, not just trying to stay in for a little bit longer. We'll just go straight past that creep wave actually and go to the next one.
Middle tower has fallen.
Dang, we need to farm. We need to find space on the map to farm. He used here to protect him. This is his bodyguard. Natsumi's bodyguard is here. He's smoked up. He's seen if there's anyone around. He says, I'm here to protect you, Natsumi. You see a courier there. Might be able to... Oh, it's got a Mystic Staff and an Ultimate Orb. Killed Invoker's courier. I mean, it would reveal their location, but... Oh, it's a full Hex. Oh, they're not going to get it. Full Hex is coming out, and Roshan is going down. So, with the Alacrity, 23 Savage, level 20. Extra agility per stack. That's stolen. We'll go straight into Roche Pit, and there's no contest. There is absolutely zero contest. Natsumi is just trying to farm, do anything. Does he buy out? We get the Eagle Song. He does. He does get the Eagle Song, so he buys out for it. Alright, disassemble the Mask of Madness for the... Yeah, let's disassemble it. Oh, they're actually coming in though. They know he's here. BKB is used and the TP away. I think I just caught a glimpse of the Ghost Walk. Just caught a glimpse of the Ghost Walk on his status bar and immediately popped that BKB, finished the creep camp and got out of there pronto. So Eagle Song online, but that's it. No completed Butterfly. 23 Savage just jumping into the base, getting on Undying, will be saved by the Heavenly Grace. Force being protected is important in this fight. He has the Heaven's Halberd. Should make a big impact. Stop this Slark from attacking. Building up those stacks so quickly. KP has the blink and now he's going into the Basher. So it's not that he's avoided it, he's just put it off for a little bit longer. And he will have this Basher. All the while though, we're still sitting on a level 2 Static Storm with Aghanim Scepter. This is the game winner right now. This item. It will catch someone and they won't be able to use BKB at some point. And that will just be a kill. And if it's the Luna who doesn't have buyback, 20k net worth lead, if it's that Luna, then that's probably just the game. All their hopes are on Luna at the moment. Everyone else has been trapped in the base. Luna's been two-man smoking out with the Omni Knight just to get some farm, any farm on the map, and gone for the Lucent Beam talents. Minus 2 second Lucent Beam cooldown and the plus 0.4 Lucent Beam mini stun. Dakota level 20 has got the Chaos Meteor damage. And the 8-second cold snap cooldown. I love to see that, Talon. I think it's a good one. Down to 12 seconds now. Sunstrike.
Radiant's top tower has
Doesn't
fallen.
connect. Aegis is up for another 2 minutes 30. Talon, they don't want to go too early here because they understand that this is their life in the qualifiers. Saying that though, they have 23k goal lead, and
Is under attack.
Tavius is just out on the map. He's going to the Hex. He's running. It's mission impossible. Dun, 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 dun. He gets it. It's not actually completed Hex at this point. He's still missing an item. There it is. Okay, he's got the completed Hex. The Hex is up. He's bought out, so there's no buyback on this Keeper of the Light if they know this. Dispellable by strong dispels only. Let's just check it. Strong dispel, so the Hex, it will just take it off just like that. We got a first-hand case of it. That Hex will be removed on 23 Savage. Just immediately keeps popping out the dark packs. Every time he walks up that high ground, here's another dark pack. He actually takes a lot of damage there. Does use the ultimate. Allow actually on the fight. There's an Invoker. The Invoker's Hex. He's got no way to dispel. Can they get the damage onto Makoto? They didn't have any detection on the deck, and that's a BKB used from Natsumi. That's down for 80 seconds, and Talon are happy to just keep going. Smoke comes out. That's an Eclipse and a BKB, so what are they going to do to fight here? Actually, they're just smoking out of the base. Natsumi's going to farm. He's not even staying around to fight. He's gone off to hit creeps. He's going to straight past this wave again. Yeah, straight past this wave and into the jungle. He's not even here at all. He's not interested. He needs more gold. He needs this. Eagle Song. Jump in. KP does get the Hex out and immediately dead. Sonic Wave arcing through, and Force is trying to hold. He does get the first life with the BKB, but the Tombstone's already used and back into it. He's already used his BKB. He's bashed up. He's stunned. Yeah, they're in the base.
Under attack.
Is that a basher? Did we see a basher there? I thought there was a basher. Maybe not. He was just stunned. Just a rebound stun did catch. So the second rack is falling all the while. Natsumi is over in the jungle. He's farming. He does have enough for the butterfly. But Surax's will go down.
Radiant's bottom barracks.
I must be wondering where this Luna is. Off farming. I'm sure they figured it out, but you know, well, if he's not here, we'll just keep taking the base. 23 Savage with the Alacrity. Bouncing out again. Constantly using that Dark Pack. Keep himself safe. 25 seconds on Eclipse. Needs some detection on the deck. They have a sentry, but it's a fair way back. Smoke comes out from Talon. Have the abilities ready to go. In they go. Hit the pounce and then Nullify immediately onto the Coddle, and he's down. There is it. Tombstone on the deck. Hex coming out onto the Undying. There's the Meteor damage. Does have BKB in 3 if he needs it. Trying to get on Makoto. BKB is popped. Lelouch jumps forward. He'll have to remnant himself away because that's a little bit dangerous. And they've caught Natsumi in the Static Storm. He can't BKB. And he's just dead. And that's GG. That is GG. The Ag Static Storm. He had the BKB ready to go. He had the Butterfly. But Disruptor, the game winner, muting the item. And game 4 in this best of 5 series will go to Talon. We are going all the way.